Leaks for Geeks. And it's time for the leaks for the geeks, the news for the dudes. We're bringing it to you, and it's going to be jam-packed full of, you guessed it, news.
Oh, wow. Surprising.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to deliver this news the way it was delivered to me inside my head when I read it. Okay. And then you guys can judge whether it's worth being real news or kind of it's a sham. I will tell you this. There was another article I read that seemed like, oh, this is big news. And it was 100% a sham. And I'll mention that later. That doesn't mean that it's this one.
Clickbait.
Yeah. It was clickbait. But you don't usually see clickbait on gaming news articles. We read the gaming news all the time. So it's weird that I found, one that was this strong on a very trusted site. But anywho, this one, title, if you guys are with me. The news I'm bringing for you today is Microsoft Xbox Cloud Gaming Service now available on iOS devices and, of course, Windows 10 PCs. Okay, this is not the Xbox Game Pass. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the cloud gaming, right? Just like this is like Stadia, right, and that stuff. But this is for Xbox gaming. Same thing like you've got Amazon trying to jump in that game, right? We're talking about cloud gaming. Actually playing on the system over in another metadata location, right? Okay, so I read that and I go, whoa. Never did I expect Microsoft and Apple, who are like, the clash of the titans. It's to be like, Android versus iPhone on the phones, and then Apple on the big scales versus Microsoft when it comes to computers. So everybody knows that, right? Are you a PC guy or are you an Apple guy? When in all reality, they're both PCs, right? But that's what we say. Okay, so I'm like, they're going to have apps because right here on this picture that I'm looking at, you get to see it shows the iPads and iPhones in the people's hands. And it's like, oh, snap, there's an app for that. You hear people say that. There's an app for that. Then you get to reading, and it's not. This is still good news. But it's not the news I feel like they portrayed it. Maybe I'm wrong, but you guys can be the judge and still enjoy the good news. Microsoft has been talking about their cloud gaming service. They've been announcing it, that it's coming out. Formerly, it was called xCloud. I don't actually know what they're calling it right now. I know that it's in beta. Okay. It's now available on iOS devices, like we said, and Windows 10 PC. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers get to tap into this beta. Okay, I think this is only for Ultimate subscribers that were Ultimate subscribers at a certain point. It's not like you sign up for Game Pass Ultimate and you automatically get into the beta. I think this is this list was like previously selected. Doesn't really say so in this article, but if I remember right, that's what was going to happen. Okay, so it says right here, back in April, the company announced an invite-only beta for Xbox Cloud Gaming. So of course it is invite-only. I just mean I don't think it's going out to people that are just now signing up on iOS devices and PC, and now it's rolling out to everyone in 22 countries. iOS and PC users will be able to make use of the Xbox Cloud Gaming via their browser. Womp, womp, womp. All my hype was gone. I was like, wait, it shouldn't even be hype gone. I should be excited that it's available and that everybody could. But it very much felt like it was going to be native, right? Like it was going to be set up for, why even mention that it's for the iOS if it's really just a browser? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's obviously, so I don't know if you call that all the way clickbait, but my vibe was, you suckers, you suckered me.
They got you.
They got me. Yeah, they did. Which I'm not even an Apple guy, right? So it doesn't matter that much, but you two are, and I know plenty of people that are, and a lot of my people that I work with and stuff like that, they use Apple. And so I thought, wow, this is cool. Because we've seen a lot of collaboration in this last year and a half, right? We've talked about it a bunch on the show. Yes, between different consoles, different gaming companies that are working with other gaming companies that we used to think were kind of like, not against each other, but rivals, right? And we're seeing that happening, partnerships that we'd never expected, even within the esports world, a lot of partnerships that we didn't expect. Right. And so I saw this and thought, is Apple really, they're like the ultimate, we work with nobody, right? That's their MO. So I thought, did they really do this? And there's an app coming out for that? No, there's not. Okay, there's not. So if you come across this article or whatever, maybe we'll title this video on YouTube with clickbait too, just to get you.
Yeah, just to get everybody.
Yeah, might as well put a thumbnail where it's an iPhone with a little, there's an app for that logo. And just go all in, you know? But it is sounding good, okay? There's now over 100 games on the Xbox Cloud Gaming Library that players can get access to right now if they have an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and they've gotten the invite. The vice president, head of products for Xbox Cloud Gaming, shared through Blogspot that Xbox Cloud Gaming is now available, and subscribers, I'd say the same thing again. This article is not very well written. It's just repeating it. Okay, this just lets you know a little bit more. It's Microsoft Edge. It's usable. Google Chrome. It's usable. Safari. It's usable. So it probably has an extension maybe you download for that browser, right? So that's, or else it would say any browser, like your choice of browser, right? Not
so
all.
I wonder if that works on the Google app for the iPhone. Maybe.
The Google Chrome browser? Yes.
Yeah, the little browser app.
Yeah. Sounds like the browser app for that'll work, or the Safari, which is the built-in for iPhone, isn't it? Yeah. So, they might have done a little bit of coding to make it work for Safari if it is a add-on, or what do you call that? What do you call that? It's not called an add-on on your browser. It's called a
extension. You call it earlier.
Extension. Yeah, I said it right earlier. Yeah. And so they could have done some kind of coding for that, which is still not as big of a news as like a integrated app, but I get it. It does say, we already knew this, but it does say this whole system is running off the same hardware that the Xbox Series X has. And it's going to, if you want your basics, even though it's running the Xbox Series X, remember, we're streaming it online to your device and you don't want too much lag, right?
Right.
And so it's coming to your phone, your laptop, and my understanding, even your computer, right? You can cloud game from your computer, which I don't know why that you would per se if you had Game Pass, but it's 1080p, 60 frames a second. I know that's what everybody's going to ask. What's the support? Are we getting 4K? Are we getting 120 frames? No, guys, it's cloud gaming. Okay, and it's a cloud gaming that's in beta, and it's cloud gaming that they want to work well. Like Stadia didn't.
So you're probably going to get some lag. It's just the way it is with cloud gaming.
But you're going to have less at 1080 and 60 frames.
Yeah.
Then you're going to at 120 and trying to push, either 2K or 4K. Yeah. So a lot of guys they don't go 4K. They want the 2K at least. You're not getting it. Not right now, at least. You're getting 1080p, 60 frames a second. Okay. Let's see here. It's obviously right now this is coming with your Game Pass. I don't know if that's a permanent thing, right? But the people who are getting to use it right now get it with their $14.99 Game Pass. Okay. I don't really know if it's going to cost separate or something like that later. We don't know for sure. Let's see here.
Really smart marketing, honestly.
Yeah. Game Pass Ultimate typically costs $6.99 per month, but Microsoft has the same offer running here as well for the subscription. I don't know what RS means. This is in other countries' money. So, sorry, guys. I was reading that. I thought it was a different deal, but it's not. Right here, it does say in the U.S., Microsoft currently has a major discount running, bringing the cost down to $1. That's what I mentioned at the beginning of the show. I don't know if that's...
So it's like a Game Pass trial, probably? Is that what it is? Okay.
So, unless this article is even more poorly written, this article is kind of saying you could get it even if you're signing up now, right? Because that deal is right now, the 3 months for $1. But they're not saying that specifically in this article, but it's mentioning what the Ultimate is and that you get this when you have Ultimate. So it's kind of like tying the two together. I wouldn't bank on that being the case. I don't know for sure. I didn't do the research to tell you that confidently. But it's obviously, I think it's got a really good chance of being a good system because it's backed by a big company that's been in the gaming world for a long time.
To me, it sounds pretty solid as far as if they can get it working. I know with the new Xbox Series X, I had heard good things about it flawlessly working within your network. Going to your TVs, your different devices like that. So
right.
No.
Yeah, you can play it remotely. Yeah, that's what you're talking about, right? Off your network at home. Yep.
And Tiffany over in the Facebook chat says that's an Indian rupee. So,
oh, okay. That's what that. Yep. Yeah, the RS. Okay, I did not know that.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
You learn something new every day.
This has been a Delirious Dads production. For more information about the show, visit our website at www.deliriousdadsgaming.com. You can also find us on facebook.com/deliriousdadsgaming, twitch.tv, and YouTube. Make sure you like and share our pages to help us grow the channel. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please leave a rating and review if you enjoy the show. Thank you again for listening, and we hope to see you next time.